Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got our daily MLB Best Bets here for Monday, April 7th. We've got a big slate today in the MLB like always, and we're starting things off early with the noon start time game between the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. Before we get into the best bets, folks, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more daily MLB Best Bets here on the channel. Later today on the channel, we're going to have our final college basketball Best Bets video with the national championship game today between the Florida Gators and the Houston Cougars, so make sure to go check that out in an hour from this video right here. And also later today, we'll have our NBA best bets and predictions. Only 2 games today in the National Basketball Association, but again, we're going to go over both of those. We've got Kings versus Pistons and Sixers versus Heat. We'll go over both those later today. And also on Greedo Plays MMA, make sure to go check out later today our PFL 2 predictions of main event Tyler Santos, Juliana Velasquez for the PFL. So make sure to check that out today on Greedo Plays MMA, along with our UFC 314 predictions. Alexander Volkanovski, Diego Lopez in the main event. Co-main event, Patty the Batty Pimblett takes on Iron Michael Chandler. Let's get on now to the first of our 5 daily MLB best bets, and we're starting things off with an underdog play. Give me the Detroit Tigers to beat the New York Yankees. The Tigers are secretly playing really good baseball right now. 3 straight wins. I know they were, very shaky in their first series of the year against the Los Angeles Dodgers, but you eliminate that Dodgers series, and the Tigers are 5-1 this season. The only loss being on getaway day to the Seattle Mariners in a day where we happen to have the Detroit Tigers. But hey, fading the Mariners is almost just a money glitch at this point. We hit yesterday. We had a positive day yesterday. Again, looking for more of the same today. But the Tigers are coming off of a 3-game sweep, their first home series of the year. They get the Chicago White Sox, and they do exactly what they're supposed to do to the Chicago White Sox. 3 straight victories, and tonight they send Casey Mize on the mound to take on the New York Yankees and Carlos Rodon. Now, Mize only 1 start so far this year. It was last Tuesday against the Seattle Mariners, and he goes 5 2/3, only gives up 1 hit, 0 earned runs, 3 walks, but a great outing out of Casey Mize, a guy that is 27 now. We've kind of been waiting for the potential of Casey Mize, and it really, not what we thought he was going to be, obviously, out of the draft, but Casey Mize, so far, so good this year. And here you go, you get the New York Yankees, one of the best lineups in baseball, but a Yankees team that has, I don't want to say struggled since that first series, but they are 500 since their torpedo bat onslaught against the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, that did just turn out to be, okay, the Brewers aren't that good and their pitching staff sucks, but for the New York Yankees, right, 3 straight wins after back-to-back losses to the D-backs, but their last game, a walk-off victory from Tommy Pham and the Pittsburgh Pirates yesterday to send the Yankees to now 6-3. They get Carlos Rodon on the mound tonight. Rodon making his 3rd start this season. He's gone 5 1/3 and 6 in those 2 starts. And the D-backs hit him up. The 4 runs that Diamondbacks scored in that game to eventually propel them to victory against the Yankees were all scored on Rodon. And then the first game he pitched this year was on opening day, where the Yankees won 4-2 against the Brewers. But it's not impossible to get a lot of hits off of Rodon. Again, we saw the D-backs do it, and we saw really Rodon give a lot of free passes in that game. The Diamondbacks walked 4 times against Rodon. And I understand the Tigers' bats aren't always the best. I completely get that. As they will struggle up and down the lineup. But Spencer Torkelson, again, another guy like Casey Mize, we've just kind of been waiting on his potential. He's had a pretty good year so far, right? Torkelson has the walk-off yesterday for the Tigers. He's batting .325 this season. You look at a guy like Riley Green, who doesn't play every night depending on the pitching matchup. I don't think he'll be... We'll see if he's hitting against Rodon tonight, lefty-lefty. If anything, though, Riley Green is batting .351 this year. Obviously much better against right-handed pitching, but still, there are guys up and down this Tigers lineup, and sure, they are a team that revolves around their pitching staff, and we'll see what we get out of Casey Mize today. Again, Mize wasn't, I guess, particularly bad last year. It was probably his best year since 21, 4.4 ERA. Again, 1 start, so good, or all good so far for Casey Mize. But yes, he is tasked with the New York Yankees, a Yankees team that is still very solid. They're leading off Paul Goldschmidt now, which is something. He's batting .320, Bellinger in the 2, Judge, Chisholm, Volpe. It's still a great lineup, don't get me wrong, but I like the Tigers here at home. The Yankees just lost an extra innings game yesterday. The Tigers with Casey Mize. Again, Mize had a very good start in his first outing this season, and I don't think Rodon's untouchable. I think, again, the Tigers are going to work the count against Rodon. I think they're going to get him out of there in the 5th or the 6th inning. I think they're going to put a lot of base runners on and just cause havoc as well. You get guys like Justin Henry Malloy probably probably in the lineup tonight, right? Malloy usually hits against lefties with Riley Greenhagen against righties, because that's just what, Malloy does. He's pretty good against left-handed pitching. You probably get him in the leadoff spot tonight. Andy Ibanez, again, this is how the Tigers are, man. It's, it's platoon baseball, so guys like Malloy and Ibanez who don't hit against righties, they will be hitting against lefties. I mean, these guys are designated to do this against certain pitchers. We saw this in the playoffs last year with a guy like Tarek Skubal not Tarek Skubal. They have Tarek Skubal, but we saw this in the playoffs when they matched up against certain pitchers, right? I mean, you'd only see certain guys against lefties and certain guys against righties. So I don't mind the Tigers in the spot. I think for the value, it's great right now. Give me Detroit in the early day spot, plus 130 for the Tigers at home in Comerica Park in Detroit, Michigan. We move on now to our second best bet of the video. Let's move to our daily Washington Nationals best bet. I'm going to stop. Maybe I need to stop being a doomer on the Washington Nationals every day, because we didn't hit our Nationals best bet yesterday because they roughed up Corbin Burnes. Crazy stuff. I did not see it happening. I did not see the Nationals doing to Corbin Burnes what they did. Burnes only goes 5 innings, gives up 4 runs, 7 hits, and only 3 strikeouts. Didn't get the bet right yesterday, but the Washington Nationals beat the Diamondbacks. Let's go. I mean, we are so back. So what is the bet today? Plus 1.5 on the Nationals. It's not the money line, even though, don't get me wrong, I'll be jumping for joy if the Nationals beat the Los Angeles Dodgers. But I think plus 1.5 is not the worst. Again, the Nats need to either win this game or only lose it by 1 run. And I think that's extremely doable. Okay, they're facing Dustin May tonight. Yeah, May had a really good start, his first outing of the season, right, against the Atlanta Braves. He goes 5 innings, gives up 1 hit and 1 run. 3 walks. It's a good start for him. All right. It is what it is. The Dodgers are coming off of, again, a tough series against the Philadelphia Phillies, a series where they had to use a lot of bullpen arms. Their bullpen is kind of spent going into this series. And for Dustin May, again, I will expect a good start out the guy. But quietly, the Washington Nationals bats have gotten a lot better. Quietly. I know they struck out a million times on Saturday. They still won the game and did hit off of Eduardo Rodriguez. And yesterday they worked a lot of great counts against Corbin Burnes. 7 hits in that game. Again, slowly but surely, the Washington Nationals are finding their ways. So they get Dustin May tonight. Not the worst matchup, and they get to avoid Blake Snell tomorrow because he's on the IL for 15 days. I'm just saying, if the Nationals can win 1 game in this series, it is a win before they get the Pirates, Rockies, and Marlins after this in 3 straight series. Anyways, Mackenzie Gore's pitching tonight. What Mackenzie Gore will we get? That's the real question, right? Will we get the Mackenzie Gore that we got on opening day against the Philadelphia Phillies when, the Phillies couldn't hit anything? Or are we going to get the Mackenzie Gore that showed up in Toronto and got roughed around? Yeah, only gave up 3 runs, but every ball hit by the Blue Jays was hard contact. What Gore are we going to get? I low-key think we're going to get the Phillies version because Nationals Park, and this is what the Nationals announcers have been saying for a while now, or they were saying this in comparison for his Toronto and home start on opening day, there's shadows in Nationals Park. It's hard to see the ball at times at Nats Park, and it makes a lefty really tough to see, like Mackenzie Gore. So I think Gore has a really good start tonight. I think Mackenzie Gore will find a way to deal with some of these great Dodger lineups. I understand there's some of the great, hitters on this team. I think Mackenzie Gore is going to dominate Shohei Ohtani in this matchup, knock on wood. I think Mookie Betts, again, Mookie's been really good this season, but we look at this Dodgers lineup. Yeah, they're able to score. I mean, Teo does kind of scare me in the lineup, right? 5 RBI yesterday in their loss to the Philadelphia Phillies. But again, the Dodgers have had to go so deep into their pen yesterday, it was crazy, and it really affects them this entire series, right? In that game yesterday against the Phillies, right, Bryce Harper got his over on bases. Shout out Bryce. We look what the Dodgers did yesterday. Glasnow only goes 2 innings. They bring in Vesia only to give up a grand slam to Castellanos, with one of the worst pitches I've ever seen. But then they go to Dreyer for 2 innings. They go to Yates. They go to Trinan, and they go to Garcia all in the same game. This bullpen is backed up going into the series, and it should honestly favor the Nationals a lot. I think Mackenzie Gore gives us a really good night, and I think the Nats bats, who have again, quietly won back-to-back games, get it going. I'm a little bit scared of the bullpen, I'm not going to lie to you today. Kyle Finnegan's pitched in back-to-back games. He's gotten back-to-back saves. Every single game the Nationals have won this season, it has ended with a Kyle Finnegan save. I don't know if Kyle will go 3 straight days. The Nats don't usually like to do this. I don't know. Finnegan had, 13 pitches yesterday, if I had to guess? He had 23. Damn. Felt like it wasn't that many. So yeah, Kyle had 23 pitches yesterday, and he pitched 20 the night before. So probably no Kyle Finnegan tonight. Jose Ferrer's been pitching a lot. I mean, who even comes out in a save situation tomorrow? Probably Jorge Lopez. He's only gone 1 day. He only went 1 day in the Diamondback series. Oh no, he went back-to-back on Saturday, Sunday too. Who the hell is going to come out for the save tonight? Oh God. Colin Poche. Because Ferrer's gone back-to-back days as well. Oh no. Oh no. No, they're honestly, I'm not joking. They'll just go Finnegan again. Because they let Ferrer go 3 straight days. They're going to let Kyle go again. Okay, we're fine. Finnegan's just going to pitch a 3rd straight day, and the Nationals are going to, if needed, beat the Dodgers. But hey, +1.5 is right there as well, and that's what we're taking. So we don't even need the Nationals to win. +1.5, NATS, Nats. We're so back. We're 3-6, okay? Hey, if we can just win 1 game in this series, we're going to be 4-8. Oh, God. But hey, it could be worse. Give me the Nationals to win this one. I like what the Bats to cover in this one, maybe win, we'll see. I like what the Bats have been doing. Alex Call, shout out to Alex Call, man. He took Jacob Young's job, but Alex Call batting .545 now in the 7th spot for the squad. Yeah, Dylan Cruz 2 hits yesterday. We're so back. We just need James Wood to get it going. That's honestly what we need, and Josh Bell too. But Abrams still hitting the ball really well. Luis Garcia's been kind of this year, but we'll see. Keibert Ruiz batting .320. Let's go. Nats are back +1.5 here against the Dodgers. Let's go to our 3rd best bet of the video, and we move to our daily player prop. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will hit for 2 bases today. Okay, this dude just got paid how much money? What? $500 million for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 14 years, $500 million, making Vladdy one of the highest paid players in all of Major League Baseball. Insane stuff. That guy's getting paid more money than Bryce Harper. It's crazy. He's getting paid more than Manny Machado, which I know that he signed a contract after those guys. It's just crazy. Good for Vladdy. Does he deserve all that money? I don't know. I kind of wanted Vlad to eventually go to Washington, but it's okay. Hey, go get your bag, dude. So, with that being said, Vladimir Guerrero has to do something tonight, right? And a matchup that makes sense for him. On the mound tonight for the Boston Red Sox, it is Richard Fitts. Okay. This is a guy who gives up big shots. 3 runs that the Rangers got off him last Sunday. They hit 2 home runs on him. I think Vladdy might go yard today. This is just a fitting spot for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And Vladdy, again, betting .256 this season. He's cleared this line in back-to-back games on Saturday and Friday against the Mets. He had 2 hits. There you have it, right? I mean, that's all we need out of Guerrero in this spot. We need 2 hits or just 1 double will do the job as well. But Guerrero, again, cleared this on both Friday and Saturday. Did not do it yesterday as he went 0 for 4, but that's fine. Bounce back spot here. Guerrero in the National Series. I mean, hey, if we just ignore, well, okay, Vladdy's done this in every game but 2 this year. If I'm not mistaken, he's done this in every game but 2 this season. Oh, I forgot about the Orioles series. Okay, past the Orioles series, Vladdy has gotten 2 bases in all but 2 games. Once against the Nationals, and then yesterday against the New York Mets. And he gets Richard Fitts tonight. The 25-year-old righty from Helena, Alabama, posting a 4.5 ERA this season, went 6 innings against the Rangers. They hit him 6 times, 2 home runs, again, 3 runs total. Yeah, this is a smash matchup for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming off of this contract. If there was ever a day Guerrero is going to come through, it is this one. The Jays are going to hold a whole-ass press conference today about Guerrero. Oh, that's something I forgot about the Nationals best bet. Hold on, real quickly. We're going straight back. Hold on. I forgot about something here. The Dodgers are going to the White House this morning. Okay, that's going to take up a lot of their time. All right, I'm just saying. Like, they're going to be exhausted, and the bullpen's already exhausted. They got to go to the White House. They just got to do all these festivities, take answers from the media, and then you got to go play the Nationals. Everything's in favor of the Nationals here. The Dodgers, there's going to be a long day for them, okay? Anyways, just had to get that out the way. So Guerrero, right? It's a great matchup for him, and with the circumstances of him just signing the new contract, you feel like he's got to come through tonight. That's why we're taking Vladimir Guerrero over 1.5 total bases, so 2 bases in total, and -125. I think he's going to get a lot of great opportunities here in Boston. We're guaranteed 9 innings with the Blue Jays, obviously with them being on the road. Guerrero has been great all season long, and sure, didn't do anything yesterday against the New York Mets in a low-scoring affair in a game that we had the NRFI. Don't have it for this game this time around. I'm taking Vladimir Guerrero Jr. over on total bases. He just got $500 million. Okay, you got all that money, you gotta get us 2 hits. And there's a sense of urgency now for the Blue Jays as well. They have, again, the whole thing around the Jays going into the season, we thought was, okay, Vladdy's getting moved, Bichette's getting moved at the deadline, and then they're going to reevaluate, because we didn't think they were going to be able to re-sign Vlad, and we'll see what they do with Bichette now, but they have a future now. And sure, was it an overpay? I think so. But at least now they have somewhat of a direction. So now it's time to start winning. You're 5-5, you lost 3 straight. You got swept by the Mets after sweeping the Nationals. Go get it done. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. over 1.5 bases here on the road in Fenway against the Boston Red Sox. We go on to our 4th best bet of the video, and it is our daily NRFI. We got back on the right track yesterday with the Mets and the Jays. Give me the Mets and the Marlins this time around. Okay, I know what you're thinking. The Marlins. Really? Yeah, okay. The Marlins have a winning record, which is something. They split their series against the Atlanta Braves. Yesterday, their game gets rained out, but they won the second encounter against Atlanta. They lost the first one 10-0. Okay, so 2 very different ball games that the Marlins played. I understand. So obviously the first game they got shut out. They didn't score in the first inning. Saturday they did score in the first inning. 2 runs for that squad. It is what it is. It was who homered? It was Matt Mervis who homered in the first inning. Okay, great. The DC native gets it done. I don't care. They're going up against Senga tonight. I don't think Kodai Senga is going to give up a run in the first inning. His first start this year against the Marlins wasn't very good. It wasn't, for Senga, 8 strikeouts is great, but goes 5 innings, gives up 2 runs. Not ideal. Again, could have been better, but they just didn't let him go deep into the game, and the Marlins did work count. So again, actually not the worst outing for Senga. In that game, though, the Marlins did get it going. It was Cade Stowers with a home run in the first inning. That broke the NRFI in that game. I don't think they do it again to Senga. That's the least of our concerns. At Citi Field, the Mets are home. I don't think Senga gives up a run in the first inning. Our real trouble is with the Mets lineup. And I really don't even think it's with the Marlins pitcher. And Mlb Best, the 25-year-old out of Mexicali, Mexico, 2.08 ERA so far this season. He pitched 4 1/3 in his first game this season against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Again, goes those 4 1/3 innings, gives up 4 hits and only 1 run. Not a bad night at all. That 1 run, though, did come into the first inning. It was a Jack Sawinski double that scored Brian Reynolds and could have scored O'Neal Cruz as well, but he got thrown out at the plate. Other than that, though, he didn't look all that bad in that start. Belozo did, right? Again, goes 4 1/3, deals with some damage, and gets through it. Okay. Again, the biggest threat, though, is going to be the Mets lineup. I don't even think it's Valente himself. It's what comes at the top of this Mets lineup. But a Mets lineup that hasn't been the best. Pete Alonso's actually been playing great ball this year, right? Alonso batting .290 so far this season. Had an RBI yesterday in that game against the Jays. He's batting .290, right? Juan Soto in the 2's batting .250. That's what Juan's going to do. Is he massively overpaid too? Oh, yeah, he is, but it's okay. Francisco Lindor batting .170 this season. They didn't score in the first inning yesterday. I don't think they score in the first inning again. And for the Miami Marlins, am I scared of this lineup? No, not at all. They're one of these sneaky teams that, you look at their lineup and you see, Xavier Edwards, Cade Stowers, Otto Lopez. You see Mervis, Wagman, Conine. Yeah, it's not great. I understand. Derek Hill's batting 7th for this team. You look at it on paper and they're not great. I completely understand that. But they will sting you at times. But the thing is, okay, they're not going to repeat this again. Yesterday, so on Saturday, they scored 2 runs over AJ Smith-Shawver in the first inning. The first start against Senga, they scored 2 runs. That's not happening again, okay? It's just, that won't repeat itself. I'm okay with this spot, and the odds indicate, again, this is the favorite, obviously, -135 for NRFI for the Marlins and Mets. Give me Belozo, give me Senga. I'm not scared of the Marlins lineup, and I'll be honest, I'm not that scared of the Mets either. I am more than I am for the Marlins lineup, but, Juan Soto doesn't scare me. Francisco Lindor sure as hell doesn't scare me. Alonso kind of does. But let's go. Valente Belozo, let's get through it. Give me 6 outs. Mets, Marlins to hit our NRFI here for April 7th. to our final best bet of the video. We're going back to the money lines here. No late night action for us. I just didn't like any of the lines that we got with the O's D-backs game, the Astros Mariners. We're gonna take a break from the Mariners. It's a game they'll probably win with Gilbert on the mound. Reds Giants, stay away. Padres A's, I'm all right. We're going to Chicago. Cubs versus Rangers. Taking the Rangers money line on the road. Guys, the Rangers have been really good this year. They're 8-2. Their 2 losses have come to the Red Sox and the Reds in their first game of that 3-game set against Cincinnati. They proceed to win the next 2 1-0. Then they sweep the Tampa Bay Rays in Texas. So now they're 8-2. This team's playing some really good baseball right now. Starting pitching matchup tonight, Nathan Eovaldi versus Justin Steele. I mean, I think we win this one. I'm going to be honest. Justin Steele hasn't been that impressive this season. And Eovaldi in his 2 starts has been very good. I mean, really, when we look at this, why aren't the Rangers favorites? I don't get it. Justin Steele, 3 starts this season, guys. Dodgers loss goes 4 innings, gives up 5 runs. The D-backs game goes 5 innings, gives up 3 runs. A's win, goes 6 2/3, gives up 4 runs, gives up 2 homers. And the Rangers lineup, we know how good they are. I mean, Texas can hit. I don't need to tell you the guys in the lineup with Semien, with Seager, with Langford, with Jock, Adolis. This is a loaded lineup. And I get it. Garcia's batting 160, Jake Berger's batting 114. Semien and Seager have got off 2 cold starts. That's eventually got to end. So why not tonight? And at the same time, the Rangers, even with those guys being cold and batting in the 100s, they're still 8-2. And right, Justin Steele hasn't really performed this season so far. I get it, the Cubs are 7-5, right? They went on that big win streak. They won 5 in a row against both the Athletics and the San Diego Padres, but they lost that the getaway game yesterday. It was the Justin Turner error in the 9th inning that gave the Padres the victory. But it is what it is. Chicago's coming off a loss. The Rangers are coming to their place. And I think the Rangers easily win the pitching matchup. Again, Eovaldi so far this year, 2 starts. The first against the Red Sox goes 3 innings, 2 runs. The Reds game, he goes the full 9, pitches a shutout in the 1-0 victory for Texas. Right? In the Boston game, 9 strikeouts. Reds game, 8 strikeouts. Eovaldi's been great all year long, and why would that change now? I get it. The Cubs have been winning baseball games, and their bats have been solid for them, right? I mean, right, Kyle Tucker's had a really good start to the year. Nico Honer's been really good. Ian Happ and Seiya Suzuki at the top of the lineup as well. I understand that, but Eovaldi's been that dominant so far this season, and I think it continues tonight at Wrigley. And on top of that, right, we have not seen anything impressive this season out of Justin Steele. He's one of the very few starters, if not, I think, probably the only starter in this league right now that has already had 3 starts. He's going for start number 4, and Steele's ERA is in the it's in the 6s. It's in the high 6s. He's been I won't say dominated, but he's been hit in every single game he's pitched so far this season. So why not against a Rangers team that is 8-2, going on the road in this spot, and a team that is looking for a big breakthrough in terms of some of their middle of the lineup bats? I'm talking Jock, who's batting 107. I'm talking about Garcia, who's batting 169, and Berger, who's batting 114. Hell, Semien batting 135. This team has to get it together eventually, and if anything, this is the perfect matchup to do so against a guy in Justin Steele who is struggling with his command, struggling with pitch placement. I'm all over the Texas Rangers in this spot. So give me Texas on the road here at Wrigley Field, plus 115 for the Rangers to get it done. And folks, that'll do it for our MLB best bets here for Monday, April 7th. If you haven't yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.